normally
favorite
Sean
black hat. Yeah.
Sean counts us in normally. So
you want to do it?
So I'm gonna have you do it.
Is it just 3, 2, 1?
Backward. You know what? Do it your own way.
All
That
right.
way Sean sees. That way Sean sees what it's like when he leaves himself out.
Yeah.
That fuck.
He's not gonna see it.
All right, here we go.
It's a good one.
3, 2, 1.
Can you do 5? Sorry.
Oh, yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hola, buenos aires.
You say Buenos Aires? Yeah. Buenos Aires, Argentina.
It's tardes, but
Vamos a hablar en
it's
español
still- it's not the
solamente.
afternoon. It's not the
yeah.
afternoon, so it's still
Okay,
not right.
Yeah. Oh, you're trying to say Buenos tardes.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the start? Can we just keep going?
No.
This is probably
Man getting bit by an alligator scream.
Swallow this.
Welcome back to Reasonably Afraid. It's your favorite horror movie podcast with 3 stand-up comedians.
Well,
well, yeah, not this time.
yeah.
You should do stand up, Danny.
I should get my type 5 going. I've never really thought about it. Well, no, I've thought about it a little bit because ever since befriending you guys, I've been like, could I do this? And the answer is maybe, but I don't know. I was once described, I think it was either Zach, you described me as this, or Ben, our friend Ben. I'm sure they know who Ben is, but as here, this is Danny. Danny's like us, but he's happy.
Yeah, that's
I was like,
correct.
damn, that's profound, but I feel bad.
Well,
Yeah.
Danny, our buddy Danny Padilla, you may remember from episode 9, Hereditary.
I don't know.
We have our buddy Danny with us today as a fill-in host, not as a guest episode.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I'm just Sean.
That's right, because the movie today.
Sorry.
And he's nailed everybody's laughs.
Yeah.
We'll get to Ray's in a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I don't get it.
It's the best. Ray, your laugh is one of the greatest laughs I've ever heard. in
No,
my
it's
entire life.
good,
I hope
it's
that's-
good.
Yeah,
I can tell.
Yeah,
I listen to
can tell
myself
it's
enough.
good.
It's
Yeah.
good. It's good.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a good bit if I was just like completely unaware of like, the
the
similarities.
fact that you have a very unique laugh. Yeah. I didn't even talk about the fact that I have Kirkland Ultra Strength and Acids, which is great because the whole thing we filmed for the Patreon, there's just no explanation for it. It's just
That's
there.
great. Yeah.
I came over and I've been having acid reflux issues, and Ray's lovely girlfriend Megan was like, "Oh, we have Tums," and then she just pulled out a giant thing of Tums, basically Kirkland Tums, and was like, "You know what? You can have this."
Yeah,
And so
that's
I was
how you know
compensating
Danny
Tums,
is a
yeah.
trooper.
Oh, yeah.
Because Sean texted us like 5 minutes before you got over, and he was just like, yeah, my stomach is just really bad from the what he said it was
He said I left
tikka
tikka
masala.
masala out for 6 hours and still ate it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a bad idea.
Yeah, but then you came with Tums.
I know. Well, I didn't come with Tums.
Yeah.
You know what's
Your
good
lovely
about
girlfriend came with Tums. Yeah.
Just make sure you text Sean and be like, "Yeah, you fucking pussy."
Yeah. Just holding this up.
You know what's great about
see the episode.
You know what's great
Yeah.
about Sean is that he's so brutally honest about everything about himself
Yeah.
that he says things that people say as an excuse, but you know he means it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if he's like my dog ate my homework, you'd be like, I guess it did.
Yeah,
Like,
probably.
I can see
did,
I
yeah.
can see Turner eating something that he shouldn't be eating.
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
would believe it
because
if he
he
said that.
because he
Yeah.
would also follow it up with, and I was running late because I accidentally hit somebody with my car. Like, he would admit to manslaughter.
Yeah. He's like, and I wouldn't mind if you guys turned me in. I deserve it. It was all me. Yeah.
So we're gonna.
Sorry.
All right, we got to intro the
good.
episode.
I know,
All right.
yeah,
So
right.
today we are talking about the film The Substance.
Yeah.
Came out this year,
Oh, yeah.
almost unanimous, at least among horror lovers.
Yeah.
This
At some
film
point
is-
during the podcast, you're gonna see me get up to do some more substance, if you know what I'm fucking talking
Jesus.
about. You
Oh,
know what
well,
I'm saying?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just
Yeah.
alcohol. It's just alcohol.
Yeah.
I come back and I'm like nodding off.
Yeah, he'll be like trash, and he'll be like, watching me drink soda. He's like, "Stop drinking that poison."
Yeah. He's
I
like, the
do
funny
say
thing
that.
about ketamine is. Yeah.
But our buddy Danny's with us
Yes,
today. We're so
yes.
happy to have you with us.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. Danny has actually seen The Substance,
Yes.
and Sean has not. So Sean,
So that makes me more
Yeah.
qualified. Yeah.
so
yeah.
Sean doesn't get to do the podcast.
That's fair.
And you know what? Sean would like the substance.
He really
although
Oh yeah.
I don't think he should watch it. Sean, we always show Sean these horror movies that are exceptionally horny. and then it becomes such a problem.
Dude, the amount of butts in this movie. We'll get into it, but yeah.
Oh, speaking of that, yeah. So this is the cherry on top. I'm glad this worked out because our last 2 episodes were Death Spa, and then we did a part 1 and 2, Death Spa and Killer Workout. And as we were watching The Substance, we were like, oh man, this would be a great addition to the workout theme of the New Year, New Me thing, right?
Heck yeah.
I personally don't believe in that. You know, be an adult.
New Year, New Me?
Yeah, go be an adult. Fix your life no matter what time of the year it is.
Yeah, and if you're like, damn, I already gave up on my resolutions January 2nd, don't wait until the next
There's
year.
never a new Zach, no matter how awful this version is.
Damn.
Fuck you laughing about?
I don't know. He made a funny joke. I don't know. Yeah. He fucking roasted your ass. Yeah.
You get that, you fat piece of shit.
You're like, New Year, old Zach. Yeah.
New Year, more burgers, baby. What's up?
Also,
New
by the
Year,
way,
two more cases of fucking diet soda.
I was gonna say happy belated birthday to both of you, by the way.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Ray's birthday was yesterday as we're recording this. Zach, yours was a few days ago.
Yep.
That's so crazy that the two of you and Ben all have January birthdays right next to each other.
And Jim Carrey.
Your
Your
Jim
other
Carrey's
good friend,
January
Jim Carrey.
17th.
Yeah.
There was also like 3 different.
I called him. I made sure.
Cool.
I was like, hey.
You checked in on him?
Yeah, they were like, how'd you get this number? Please stop calling. And I was just like, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Did you come out of the fires okay?
You all right?
Oh, yeah.
You all right, man?
Yeah, shout out to everybody who checked on their ex because of the fires.
Yeah. Your ex that left their hometown to be a Hollywood celebrity.
Yeah. You're like, hey, I know you cheated, but, I'm still want to check in on you.
I had a
They're
couple
doing
of
fine.
those,
We all know that you're watching their OnlyFans. It's okay.
gosh.
It's
Seems
okay.
very specific, right?
What? That's the thing that OnlyFans women always complain about. That like for some reason their exes are always the ones subscribing.
Oh, interesting. I would have never.
Well,
thought
it
about
makes sense. They miss them.
Yeah.
Specific parts about them, I guess, too.
I deleted your nudes. I need you to send me more.
Oh God! So I'm gonna pay for them this time. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna say this though. That's the ethical way to do it, right? You get rid of the freebies. They're no longer yours.
They're no
And then
longer
you pay
yours.
for them. Yeah. You know what, Zach? That's actually profound.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
I
incredible.
know a bunch of you were keeping them. Get rid of those. Knock
Get
it
rid
off.
of those. Stop
It's
crying
weird.
and jerking off. That's
Yeah.
not healthy.
Don't use your
Not
tears
healthy.
as the lube, anyway. Sorry.
Yeah, there's plenty of strangers naked on the internet. You don't need to look at your ex. Move on with
That's
your
true.
life.
That's
Grow
Yeah.
up. Anyway.
Or don't.
Yeah.
Who cares? Fuck Zach. What does he know?
What does he know?
He's just in a healthy relationship. Fuck him.
No, don't fuck.
No,
healthy
Because they have boundaries.
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
And that would be considered cheating, I
Yeah.
Hey, let's do the
Yeah.
episode.
think. Yeah. Wait, is this not we didn't talk about the whole premise of the substance right there? Yeah.
Well, it's so funny. People find our clips and they'll be like, "Why are you guys laughing about this?" They're like, "It's a comedy podcast."
comedy
I
podcast.
think you kind of need the context.
It's a horror comedy podcast.
Yeah.
Well, people just find
Sure.
people with
Yeah.
no. You forget, like, there's people with no sense of humor just out there flipping through their FYP too. you
Yeah.
know?
Sure.
And they're like, we're all laughing together, and they're like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. And you're like, no, we're all
Yeah, we have a clip where we like laugh about a kid's head being in a body bag. From one of our.
because it's funny.
It is funny. Well, they put the kid's head in an evidence bag. It was Jack Frost.
That is
And we
funny,
thought that was like
actually,
the funniest fucking
Or
thing.
no, they put the head in a clear plastic bag.
clear-
His
yeah.
body's in the evidence bag.
No, his body's in a body bag. His head is in a clear evidence bag.
That's kind of funny. Either way, it's funny.
Oh, a clear evidence bag.
Yeah,
It's just
clear
Ziploc.
evidence bag. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what evidence bags are, Zach.
Ziploc is the brand that they use.
Probably
Probably.
not. No. Ziploc, the number
Yeah.
one brand for holding like guns and knives and shit. Yeah. I like.
Oh
that,
man,
yeah.
I bet that's exactly what a company like Ziploc would do, though. Like, if
Oh,
you're-
absolutely.
Yeah, because that's how you get big. You gotta get a consistent clients.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And nothing's more
The
consistent.
police department.
The-
yeah.
yeah, the police department.
CSI. Yeah.
Yeah,
People
never
are
ending.
always going to
yeah.
be committing crimes. There's always going to be evidence, dude.
And some of those baggies disappear. Okay, let's move on. How long did it took? 8 minutes and 45 seconds to get to a Coke joke.
Let's go, baby.
Or no, you made it
Nice.
early on. I
Did
forgot.
I?
Yeah.
I said the substance
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to
Yeah,
get up
yeah.
and get some more substances.
There you go.
Okay, let's get into it. Are you boys ready? I think we're ready.
Yeah, I think we're ready.
Oh yeah.
Ray, I think you want to take the helm on the plot outline, or do you want to do it as the guest of honor?
Mine was so ADHD last time. I would rather hear Ray.
Yeah,
well, because mine will take like 35, 40 minutes, honestly.
It takes a little practice.
Yeah, for sure.
Because at first you're like, I'm going to do an overview, and then you end up going
I told the entire movie, but I also needed help, too.
That's true.
Oh, God, Zach, help me. I don't have the order. Yeah. Oinks. Anyway.
So the movie starts on a Hollywood star that reads Elizabeth Sparkle, and it's just like kind of like a close up of the star from a above shot. Some guy drops a
Are you gonna do
burger.
the storyboard?
Yes, I'm doing a storyboard.
So
some guy drops a burger, which is a precursor to what's about to happen because there's ketchup all over it. This is a very gross movie.
It also snows, right? Doesn't it? That was one of the things where I was like,
yeah.
I think it's a very God, I'm hijacking the shit out of this right now. I'm literally like, Ray, please. Anyway, so yeah. No, I really like that it kind of like sets the tone of like, oh, okay, this is a bit of an alternate reality here. This isn't like really.
Yeah. There's no Elizabeth Sparkle. There's no snow in Hollywood either. Who knows though? Climate change. So the Elizabeth
It snowed
Sparkle
in Florida today.
Yeah, it
In
did.
the Panhandle. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, let me get through it.
Yeah, you're right.
Now you know how I feel. Fuck you.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody just called the cops.
That felt real. Yeah.
It's your sister.
How do
She's
your
calling
neighbors
the
feel
cops.
about this? Yeah. I hope your
they're
neighbors
fine.
watch the podcast. Yeah.
So Elizabeth Sparkle, she's an aerobic star. She's dancing in front of the camera, doing like very 80s like aerobics. Yeah, she's a little bit older. She goes to the bathroom. Hollywood producer who's in charge of the show is
Quaid,
on the phone. Dennis Quaid, being a piece of shit that he is.
Yeah.
Just massive piece of shit. Also, I'm not convinced that he's not still on coke, but he's just on the phone talking about replacing her. And eventually the next shot is him explaining to her she's being replaced. So she's going through the motions. She meets a dude who she knew from the childhood. She's going through like this really hard time in her life, very life crisis sort of situation. She gets into a car accident because she gets distracted by someone taking her billboard down.
Oh yeah.
Car slams into her. She goes to the hospital for a checkup. Kid at the checkup, one of the nurses being a little bit too fucking handsy.
With her spine,
Too fucking handsy, feeling up on her spine, and he goes, "You're a good candidate." And she's like, "What? That's weird." Then she walks away, finds a hard drive in her pocket. Picks up the hard drive, had a phone number on it. She watches the hard drive. The hard drive is this weird fucking very minimalist advertisement that's like, you ever felt like you needed to be someone new? And then turns out it's a drug. She calls the number. She's a little worried about it. What made her call the number again? Like, what was the exact thing?
Yeah, like I think she doesn't immediately call the number. Right?
No,
she like, I don't know if she goes into work again or like if God, I don't remember. Zach, do you remember? No.
Nope.
Well, okay. Something else happens that makes her be like,
matter.
I'm old. I'm getting old,
Right.
and I don't have as much to offer in life anymore.
And so she eventually calls a number, orders it, she goes into this weird fucking back alley to pick it up.
Yeah. It was like an Amazon locker, but shitty.
Yeah, shitty, but like the room itself was like way too clean for the alleyway that it was in.
Yeah.
She picks up the case, opens it when she gets home. It's a drug with syringes, with explanations on how to do it.
Very like succinct, but not in a way that's that helpful even, or like it's like
it was like less than IKEA furniture. Like there's no instructions at all.
Especially with a life altering like thing, which of course it's not supposed to.
Not many drugs come with manuals.
That's true.
So she does the drug. She's like, it's nothing. As soon as she turns away, she just fucking passes out. See a bunch of lights, very 2001 Space Odyssey like lights. I think it's to signify her consciousness shifting.
Yeah.
Her back just rips open.
Yeah.
And then a hotter version of herself comes out of
Margaret
the back.
Qualley.
Yeah. And then that's when shit gets crazy.
Daughter of Talib Kweli.
And also, wait, what?
Impossible.
Well, daughter of Andy McDowell, I think.
Yes, that's
right?
correct. Yeah.
She is a Nepo baby. Yeah.
I just You said qualism. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. So then she, as a younger self, applies for her old job.
Yeah.
Gets the role.
Yeah.
Starts fucking crushing it, dude.
Yeah. She's just the younger, hotter version of her previous self.
Yep.
She's, literally, it's the same exact aerobic style. She does the same line at the end of every show and kisses like towards the camera, kisses towards the camera, whatever. Yeah.
Hotter, better version.
Which, I know it's still her, but to the public, kind of hack.
Yeah,
kind of hack.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna you just blatantly rip
Derivative.
off yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, is it hack? Because it is still her.
Well, but no one knows.
They don't know that.
Yeah,
That's true.
She didn't even try to
Yeah.
rediscover herself. Yeah, she's just like, I'm just young and hot again, but I am a new person. Sue, right?
Yeah.
Sue is her name. Yeah.
So Sue's got to change every 7 days, and so Sue just starts getting ahead of herself and starts to take up a little bit more time in Elizabeth's life, which leads to Elizabeth starting to decay and visibly get fucking
with,
disgusting.
Like, her hand. Yeah. It's like 7 days as Sue, 7 days as Elizabeth, 7 days as Sue, 7 days as Elizabeth,
and they're both just like back and forth, kind of mad at each other because they're not really communicating very well.
Even though it's the same person.
It's the same person.
It's the same person.
And the substance guy that she calls keeps
The
saying,
IT guy?
So he's like,
The IT guy had enough.
It's all the same. You're all the same. He kind of sounds like this a little bit.
Yeah. And then shit just gets ahead of itself. Elizabeth destroys the apartment, which sends Sue on a fucking tirade, and she starts stealing more fucking time. Until it's like weeks. And then it turns out Elizabeth is like the shriveled up thing. And then once Elizabeth comes back, she's like, fuck this dumb, stupid bitch. And then she just like tries to kill her and end it. And that's when Sue wakes up in the middle of her trying to kill her. And now they're completely two separate people.
Right.
So then Sue kills her. And they just...
no, she doesn't wake up. She finds a way to like have a workaround to where they both are conscious at the same time. She puts like some of her back into her while
No.
she's still awake.
It was a termination thing. Because she told the guy on the thing, she was like, "Oh, I'm done. I don't want to do this."
Oh yeah,
anymore.
and then she's almost done emptying out the termination syringe.
Yeah.
Into
Sue, and then Sue wakes up, sees her with the termination syringe, and then that's when they get into a scuffle of sorts.
A
kerfuffle.
Isn't there like a trick? Like she's like.
No, the trick is that she didn't finish the termination syringe. So
that's
that
why
woke
I didn't
her
fully,
up.
I think also like because in order to extend the 7 days past, you have to continue like sucking out a day's worth of essence from the other person.
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, Elizabeth was just completely
drained.
barren. Yeah. And then
So then they fight.
They fight.
Yeah.
Sue ends up killing Elizabeth, or what's left of Elizabeth. She
has many forms. She's like a Pokemon. Just keeps evolving,
And she had this big New Year's party that she was supposed to go to, but she didn't have anything to keep herself alive anymore. And she starts falling apart at the filming of it. Runs back to her apartment. Tries to use the substance again to be another hotter version of herself. Backfires. Now she's this weird thing. And disgusting.
Demi Moore's head is just on the back, just going, and you're like, what the fuck is this?
And then you have a very Dead Alive moment where she tries to go on stage as Eliza Sue.
They name it too. There was like
Tiff is the nickname in the script.
Was it? Yeah, or like because they called it Eliza Sue, I think was or whatever.
It says a title card. The formal name. And then she just starts spraying blood on the audience. Well deserved, because fuck that.
Oh yeah,
it's like Hollywood audience. And then she starts to just fall apart until the only thing left is Elizabeth's face on her star.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She like crawls outside to the Hollywood star, just dies on it, and then it just like goes away, and then that's great. Yeah.
It's fucking epic.
Yep.
You can't help but laugh by the end because of how just absurd the amount of blood coming out of her arm is. It's
great.
It's
great. Yeah.
And she's like spinning in circles too. So like half the time the audience isn't getting sprayed, they could totally get out.
Yeah.
But they're just like, nothing can help us.
Very
no sense of
splatterpunk,
agency.
dude.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Well done. Where
Yeah.
that would have taken me
thank
like
you.
45 minutes.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it took
thank
him
you
10,
for-
but
no, but that was
still good. We kept
It was
interrupting
bad.
him. So
I know, and I
It was
kept
bad.
wanting to interject more because I guess
I
an
took a
asshole,
2-hour
but yeah.
movie and I shoved it down
Not
in
bad.
10 minutes.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Well done.
You think you could do better? You fucking do it.
That's a host
I
set
don't
right
think you
there.
could. I don't think you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, here's $20.
Yeah.
There you go.
Next time I host for someone, I'm just gonna describe the substance.
Yeah.
You guys gotta watch this movie.
Yeah. Anyway, here's our next comic. Yeah. I love that.
So the substance is rated R, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Honestly, if this movie had come out, 20 years ago, that'd be NC-17 immediately.
Oh, yeah,
sure.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be an X rating, like
Yeah.
no questions asked.
A lot of body horror.
Yeah.
Which
So good.
French director, yes, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah,
Mhm.
French people love body horror. I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a commonality, but the two major body horror movies I've seen are both by French people.
French and Japanese horror is very body
What
horror.
was the other?
Titan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That one's she fucks a car and then has a car baby. Oh, it's crazy. Yeah,
That's
it's
fucking
so
amazing,
weird.
dude.
Yeah,
I gotta
She
see
has
that.
sex with a car. Yeah, she like gets
That's
inside the car
great.
and like the car grabs her with like all the seatbelts and shit, and she
Yeah.
like, delivers a car baby. It's really weird.
That's
But yeah.
fucking crazy.
Yeah. And
That's
it's
so
like
funny.
made of metal and everything, but
Okay.
it's inside. Anyway,
All right,
yeah.
next
yeah.
time we're good.
Spoiler,
What's
I
that
guess.
Stephen
yeah.
King
next
movie about
time.
the killer
Yeah.
car?
Yeah. The killer.
Oh, Christine.
Christine.
Yeah.
So it's like Christine meets The Thing.
Kinda. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see what you're putting down. I'm smelling what you're stepping in.
I actually have a
Yeah.
car episode planned, which is Christine.
Oh, really?
And I forget the name of the other one, but it was like one
Cars too. Yeah. It's cars. It's just cars. Yeah.
of terrifying.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Larry
great.
the
yeah.
Cable Guy as a truck.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's 141 minutes long, which is pretty long for a
Yeah.
horror movie.
It didn't feel like it though, which is
No.
cool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a beautifully shot film.
Yeah.
But it's also like trying to say something. I feel like when
Oh, for
you're
sure.
the more you have to say,
Mm.
the more it's okay to do that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Like, and no offense to Evil Dead, which we've recorded that episode too.
Yeah.
It's one of our favorite movies of all time. It's a horror, icon of horror.
Also
Yeah.
Splatterpunk.
Yeah. But
Splatterpunk.
if you got to say, I don't know, the 2-hour mark on an Evil Dead movie, you might be like, kind of feels like they're filling for time. Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not that it's not doable.
Mhm.
I think Rise is the longest one. I think of all of them.
Evil Dead Rise.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I have my friend Mason had a theory that I really enjoy is that like duration or the feeling of something being something being long is more of a feeling of or like than it is like an actual number.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like when something feels long. An hour and 30-minute long movie could feel long if the pacing's bad, but like a 2 hour and 40-minute, like Wicked. I mean,
Right.
I loved Wicked, but I think somebody here doesn't like Wicked. I don't know, but it was 2 hours and 40 minutes.
I have nothing against Wicked. I just don't like musicals, and
That's
everyone's
fair,
trying
yeah,
to
yeah,
shove it
yeah.
down my fucking
Liar.
throat. All right.
Liar,
All
yeah.
right. How about you keep quiet over there?
Yeah, we have a live
Hey, I
audience.
appreciate
Megan
that. I
just
appreciate
screamed
that.
liar
Liar,
from the
yeah.
side
But
of the room.
Wicked's 2 hours and 40 minutes, and it doesn't feel like it. It
Right.
feels a good bit shorter than that. So in that way, I appreciate that.
I think
And
stand up
think
is a good example of that too, where like if you're doing great, like 30 minutes will go by like it's 5, and you're like, wow, that was crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and if you're
yeah.
doing really bad, 1 minute feels like a half hour.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You're like, oh please, someone light
Yeah,
me.
you
Jesus
know,
Christ.
you get
So,
off
yeah,
after you get off, and you're like, oh, that was the worst 30 minutes I've ever done. They're like, dude, you've been on stage for 3 minutes. What are you talking
that
about?
wasn't even your type 5. Yeah. I mean, yeah, 220, right? 142 you said? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty long for horror, I think, as well, too. I think typically horror is sub 2 hours for the most part, right?
Yeah, almost all of it. But I guess the more modern stuff has
Yeah.
been pushed a little longer
Especially if
because
it's more
Yeah.
psych.
things are.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Horror and comedy are similar in that aspect where it's like usually 90 minutes is like your
Yeah,
go-to.
right.
That's
Yeah.
enough to tell a full story. Yeah, definitely.
I'm not great with French.
Oh, like the name of the director?
Yeah,
Read it off?
yeah. It's right here.
Oh, it says omelette du fromage. Coralie Farjat. Nope. Yeah, Farjat. I don't know how to say. Yeah, because the T would be anyway. Yep. All right.
All right.
Coralie.
Look, I write down lots of notes. I don't speak French, so I
Yeah,
don't want
yeah.
any. I don't want any shit from the audience.
Any merde.
You guys speak French?
Merde.
Okay,
That means shit in French.
The audience also does not speak French, so we're
and we have like 45 people back here. It's actually insane. And none of them speak French. Yeah, they all collectively shook their heads at us. Yeah,
about 45 fucking homegrown Americans.
Oh God. Hey, are you all homegrown Americans back there? Or,
yes.
One audience member went rah, which
So we'll just refer to her as the director.
Coralie.
Yes, she is the director of the film Revenge from 2017, which is fucking amazing. I saw it when it came out.
Cool.
I'm usually not a huge fan of the way that horror deals with. I don't want to make him have to work more by having to bleep out the R word, so the other R word.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll just say S.A.
There you go. Yeah.
There we go. We'll treat it like a long, like it's a long TikTok on the podcast.
Yeah. Essay is fine.
Yeah. I don't. These things probably don't matter this far into a podcast episode, but whatever.
Sure.
Anyway,
honestly, like I don't cut any of it out. I just leave it.
I know.
But we're not gonna get monetized. What are we talking about?
Hey, you never know.
Anyway,
we're banking off of Patreon followers, baby. That's
there you
how
go.
we're
Let's go,
gonna
Patreon. Hey, shout out.
Oh my God, we forgot to thank them at the beginning. Oh, well, there's only one right now because one of them. They'll be back anyway.
Hey, well, thank you.
Shout out to our main Patreon subscriber at the top tier, Kelly, paying the bills.
What up, Kelly?
Every month.
Yeah.
Kelly, yes,
Kelly, you're
we
probably
love you.
so beautiful.
She's great, man. She's such a cool
Kelly's
person.
awesome.
And
she's
beautiful.
come and beautiful. She's come to a bunch of live shows and
lovely.
Bought merch and she's a great person.
Heck yeah.
She's
Heck yeah.
supports all the stuff as though she's also a content creator because I think she might be as well. You know.
Nice.
Move on. She's heard it all before.
Sure.
She's so supportive. She's like, I don't need this. You're good.
You guys could stop talking about
Actually,
it, please.
Yeah, it's actually getting a little weird, you guys. You should fucking stop.
I'm gonna stop giving you money if you keep talking about it in the podcast, even though it's all nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, the film Revenge. I don't want to spoil anything, but basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. This boyfriend and some friends do some bad shit.
Yeah,
and
Zach's revenge.
Man, it's brutal, but it's fucking incredible and it's well done.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's done in a way that is not meant to, I guess, exploit the concept of someone being assaulted. It's more like this happened, and then they move on into what the film is after that. It's done so well, and it's totally. Really good. So highly recommend
Put it on my list.
Yeah, I believe it might be. I think it might be on. I don't think it's on Shudder right now. I saw it somewhere the other day. Anyway, great listen to if you're into director interviews. There's a lot of great interviews on YouTube with
Coralie. Our girl Coralie.
Yeah, dope. So special effects was done by almost everybody's French on the film because the film was shot in France.
Oh, shit. Okay, I did not know that.
100%.
Yeah.
That backdrop of LA you see is just a picture.
Are you kidding me? Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Are you kidding? Yeah. That's cool. Okay.
I saw it and I was like, it's not on fire. What's happening?
Yeah.
This is inaccurate.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's a little insensitive.
LA is constantly on fire, apparently.
Yeah.
According to Ray, yeah.
Every time someone says it now, I go, so's the rest of the country. Fuck.
Fuck. Yeah.
Anyway, special effects. I believe the head special effects person is Pierre Olivier Person.
Oh,
I get
tried for that one.
I tried French.
Pierre Olivier.
Oh.
I say Olivier, right? Is there an R at the end?
Did I get it? No.
What? Yeah.
Sorry.
Olivier. Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Did I do it right? Did I do it right? Okay.
I don't know. Yeah.
Anyway, holy shit though! What an amazing job they did with this film. I mean,
oh
good
god,
Lord.
everything's so good, and this movie does like a great job of like grossing you out in places that aren't immediately gross.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Dennis Quaid eating shrimp is one of the most disgusting part of this movie. It's him eating shrimp, and it's like a close up. All the shots, like when he was pissing at the urinal too. It's just like a weird, gross shot of him pissing.
It's almost that like fisheye lens look with the
but him, arguably the grossest part.
An ASMR nightmare.
Yes.
This film I'm not an ASMR person, so I'm already like,
no, please, Yeah.
You could have named this movie Moist, and it would have been the same title.
Oh yeah, it's just moist. Yeah,
moistness.
Moist.
Fun fact about that shrimp scene: 4 pounds of shrimp.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's how much Dennis Quaid ate, or how much was like kind of just served to him?
That's
and he just...
supposedly that's how much he ate. You know, I'm sure they were doing spit outs between, but he went through 4 pounds of shrimp to get
Dennis Quaid spitting it out. He's like, hey, don't throw that away.
Yeah. I like that later, probably. Yeah.
I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten since 1983.
God damn.
Dennis Quaid, you may remember from being famous, but also from our Jaws 3. Yeah, Jaws 3D, baby.
Yeah.
Dog shit movie that's so fun.
And which Dennis Quaid does not remember making. That would always be my favorite thing about that movie.
The funniest thing about
is
that movie.
Dennis Quaid is visibly coked out the entire movie. And like I'm still not convinced that he wasn't coked out on this movie. I'll be honest.
He does a great job.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say if it is, I'm not normally for this. If you're better on coke, keep it up.
You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
If
Dennis
you're better
Quaid,
on coke,
don't ever stop doing coke.
Yeah. The rest of you're not doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless you're Dennis Quaid level of like acting skill and success.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
One of my favorite things about the dialogue in this is that one of my favorite things about the dialogue is also just that every man sounds like a fucking dumbass. All of the lines and everything were some of the dumbest things I've ever heard like a man say, but it was all purposeful. Like I can only imagine there was like a reason why every guy sounded so stupid.
Well,
if only her tits were in front of her face.
Yeah, or like we're on her face or something like that. And there was like the moment where Margaret Qualley was like hooking up with the dude and she like has to go to the bathroom or whatever to get more of the essence and then come back and the guy just goes, wow, it's as if you're more beautiful than you were before somehow or something. You're like, God damn it, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah.
I think
also, was there a tit on her face when she became Tiff?
There was a tit that comes out of her eye.
That's a precursor. When he says what he's a foreshadowing, baby.
I think they overlay that line too over when something about like
do they?
When she like gives birth to a titty on her face. Out
of her eye,
yeah, really weird too. Yeah, that's so weird.
I think going back to what you said about the dialogue though, I think it's important to remember that as dudes. God, I wish we had one guest on here. Can you leave? No,
okay, yeah.
I'm totally kidding. Please stay.
Well, there's 45 people back here. Some of whom... 44. Okay, one of them left. But yeah.
If it helps, my girlfriend and my sister and my sister's girlfriund are all watching the podcast now. So
shout out. They are 3 of the 45 people over there. Don't never give up the facade. Yeah.
No, but I did want to say it's important to remember that we perceive men from the conversations that men have with men.
Right.
So it's very likely that there's entire...
Yeah, there might be some truth in it. Yeah.
Well, my girlfriend brought this up the other day. She's like, you know, it is interesting to watch the way that dudes talk to each other and in the way that you'll talk to, say, like your girlfriend or your mom or like something like that.
Sure.
And it makes sense that you would change tone with different people.
Yeah.
But it is true. Like, I kind of feel like if you're I don't know, if you're a dude... You're either the healthiest or the unhealthiest person if you're exactly the same all the time.
Yeah, like, sure.
Like, I can't imagine, like, talking to my girlfriend the way I talk to Ray. Like, hey, what's up, you stupid fuck?
Sometimes he talks to me like he talks to his girlfriend, and I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
That's because you're a little cutie.
Yeah. Starts giving little kisses on the cheek and stuff. Yeah.
Zach's dirty talk is aggressive.
Yeah. I guess, like, my comment,
It's real aggressive.
Yeah, you fucking like that? Yeah. You fucking cute. You fucking cute as shit. Yeah.
Don't look at me.
They just watched Blue Velvet today.
I feel like the way that the men talk in this is like supposed to be very silly, but also kind of reminds me a little bit of like how the men talk in Barbie.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's almost kind of like in that way where it's like, all the men are pretty fucking stupid in this movie.
You know what it feels like
fun,
when you watch an '80s movie and the way they write women in '80s movies.
Oh god, that's what these men are.
It feels like they're getting their get back, and you're like, fair.
Yeah,
absolutely.
No, I have no critiques about it. I think it's genuinely. I think it's funny how little substance, no pun intended, any male dialogue is in that movie. Yeah, it's
perfect.
Great.
That's you know what, man? That's a good one. You see that? Another podcast doing that with this face. Look how handsome he is.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I'm Sean Dolan.
now show him some thigh.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, let me get some bulge going. Will this do better if my penis is out? Well, not out, but like as out as it can.
No, we need
That's
to
how
keep,
we get the views, baby.
we need to keep the channel.
Yeah.
Also, thanks to all our new subscribers. A bunch of you hopped on board recently, and
What up,
thank you
baby
for
girl?
being here. All right.
It's funny that you brought up.
Yeah.
It's funny that you brought up Barbie because I've heard people describe this as the Barbie of horror.
Yeah.
That's great. That's that's true.
Yeah, because it's very much about the expectations on women in Hollywood.
Yeah.
It's just like
in everyday society.
Yeah.
And that there's like kind of like a shelf life because I think at one point Dennis Quaid or someone says
Or the
like,
the implied idea of the shelf.
Yes, sorry.
Right.
Yes. And I think Dennis Quaid or one of the men says like, and that it, like he didn't even finish the statement. He's like, and then you hit 50 and
she goes, and what?
And what? And
he's like, he doesn't know what to say. He's like,
he's like trying to get out of the conversation.
And
he's like, and that's the end of it. And she's like, the end of what? And then he's just like,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of like worth seemingly placed onto women based on how like attractive and young and youthful they are, and then the moment that they don't have that, they become infinitely less valuable in the eyes of shitty dudes.
And if you're out there and you're like, well, that's because that's the way it is. That's because you decided that. So you're being a dumb fuck and a bad person. So maybe sack up, champ.
Yeah.
Do a little introspective looking at yourself. Maybe go look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I a good person? And if you say yes, you're a liar. Check in, go to therapy, fix some shit. All right.
Unfollow Andrew Tate.
Yeah. Maybe don't be obsessed with other dudes if you think you're straight.
Stop caring what other dudes think about you.
Yeah, the fact that so many straight dudes think what other dudes think is important is wild.
Yeah.
Okay, we made that.
Point. Well, that is I mean, it is interesting being three guys talking about a very like female centric sort of theme, but at least you know it's what I understand the takeaway to be is that this is kind of a.
Huh?
What did you say?
Kylie said, "Who are these divas?"
Yeah.
Oh, and if Sean was here, he'd be hamming it up.
Yeah,
I got it. Oh yeah, do the Sean laugh. Oh yeah,
I just choked on my spit on that one. Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
I'd say there's also an extra underlining theme of addiction in here.
Oh,
sure,
for sure.
Because she becomes addicted to the drug. Like she's physically falling apart, but she still uses it. It bothers the shit out of her that she's using it. She hates what's happening to Sue or like on TV, but she does it and she does it and she does it. And like there's that whole like those lines of like, well, if you do this, you will be alone. It will be just you. And like she's just like cannot handle it, like, and like the whole idea of like I just want to stop. I just want to stop. Very much a drug addiction.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's all right. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good point. I do want to touch on a couple things real quick though before because I know we're gonna.
Let's hear it.
We're already touching on some of the vibe, some of the
getting vibe checks going,
and some of the things that are like clearly the messaging, which I think your interpretation of that it might not even have been intentional, but the fact that it can be seen that way. I mean,
it's called the substance.
Yeah.
Well, sure, but that doesn't mean that's they didn't call it cocaine.
Well, but I mean, there's kind of an implication.
Should they?
Yeah, they should definitely call the movie Cocaine. Why not?
Not this one, but a movie.
A movie. I would love
they have Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine. There's Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
And he had a problem too.
Yeah, he did in fact have a problem.
So before we jump in,
that's a bear I wouldn't want to be in the woods with. There we go.
No, it's a bear you would want to be in the woods with because he has cocaine.
Yeah, that's when I choose the bear.
That's when you choose the bear.
Because he's got coke.
Yeah. Normally you wouldn't choose the bear.
Fuck! I should have said that. God damn it.
There you go.
Sorry, we can pretend like we didn't hear it.
All right. Let's do it again. Let's do it one more time.
All right. I'll throw on the Sean laugh too.
Wait, can you throw?
That's good. That's good.
I'm trying to. Now I just feel like I'm making a mockery of.
Can you do mine too? I don't know if you can.
You have like a few. One of you is like, or you have like a. That doesn't sound very good. But there's like a. Well, I gotta hear you. Well, I gotta make him laugh first, and then I'll just immediately just go into it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
that sounded bad.
good.
Yeah. But you have like
no.
a faster giggle, you know?
And it's like a little rasp to it too. Yeah. Like he's been smoking, but it's really just the fucking Coke Zeros.
Yeah. Smoking Coke Zero.
My laugh is a Godsmack song.
Yeah. Can you check? Well, that's Creed, but yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
He's got that same voice,
Godsmack's just Dark Creed.
Dark Creed, yeah. I like that.
that. So we got to jump into Demi Moore. We got to talk about her some because
Won a Golden Globe.
Demi Moore,
Golden Globe?
yeah,
She won a Golden Globe for it, yeah.
Her first in almost 40 years at the Golden Globes, but also if we're being real, the Golden Globes for Hollywood is really just the party before the Oscars.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. But if
That's
you
why
watch
they're
the
not
Golden,
mentioned in EGOT, the phrase EGOT, which is Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, Tony.
Yeah.
There's no Golden Globe. There's not EGOT or
Yeah.
EGOT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
if you watch really watch when they're moving the cameras around in the room during the Golden Globes, you see people just getting trashed. Like it's so funny.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
I mean, there was literally an award for just like theatrical financial achievement, basically.
Yeah.
Or like box office achievement, which is literally just which movie made the most money.
Yeah.
honestly, kind of
It
makes
was
sense.
Wicked, yeah.
Mhm.
You're
It
like,
was Wicked?
Yeah, Wicked won, yeah. Even though I
Who
think
wants
Deadpool
to
and
join
Wolverine,
the Illuminati?
That'd be
Yeah.
a fun one.
Yeah.
See, if you have a sense of humor about it, that'd be a great idea. you
Oh
know?
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, yeah.
And then they do like a whole thing on stage, and you find out
Yeah.
it's real. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
That Golden Globe somehow is a little kid. And you're like,
Oh gosh, Jesus, yeah.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
It's just a thing that it's like a substance-looking serum.
Yeah.
But then it's just like
It's like a
it's a kid's.
placenta, yeah, or whatever. Yeah.
What do they call
it's
it?
adrenochrome.
There it was. I couldn't
adrenochrome,
think of it. I couldn't think of it.
I was
yeah.
gonna say ivermectin, and that's different. That's the.
You're like, which conspiracy am I blowing the words from?
Yeah. That's the COVID one. Yeah.
Well, Demi Moore got her start in horror. One of her first films is Parasite 3D and 3, if it wasn't.
Oh hell
3D.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say Parasite, the Bong Joon-ho movie from 2019. Yeah.
Dude, such a great movie.
Oh, it's great.
We got to cover that when
You
we
guys
get.
could,
yeah, okay.
It's horror thriller kind of,
Um,
comedy as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she also got her very first connection to horror was she is the girl. She's the what do they call it? The model.
Yeah.
For the poster of "I Spit on Your Grave."
I heard about that.
sick.
Also,
Right.
that sounds like a metal song title.
I spit on your
I spit
grave.
on your grave.
Well, it's the original Revenge,
Oh,
basically.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
A girl has
spit on your grave.
a girl's assalted and she exacts her revenge.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's now
You
there
ever
is
notice like
yeah,
when
yeah.
French people spit with an accent?
Yeah, like they just spit afterward. Yeah. I see. Yeah, and they say, "Hatu." Yeah. I spit on your
I
grave.
spit on your grave.
Hatu. Yeah. Hey, as somebody who's probably like 0.6% French, I feel like I could say that. You know? Yeah.
I'm like way more, but I don't
Oh,
know
are you?
any.
Okay,
Yeah.
Whoa,
Zachary
whoa.
Bennett.
I
I don't know. Benoit.
Yeah, how about-
no.
Oh,
How about you
yeah.
one up his colonizer heritage, you piece of shit?
Yeah.
Well, I get that. I have that fun native with French thing, which is always fun because I remember there was a comic who he was like talking about. I forget his name off the top of my head. A guy that I knew in New York, but he has this great bit where he was like, white people are always like, "Oh, I'm like a 16th Cherokee." He's like, "Hey, man, it's not a super fun story how you got that."
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
anyway.
that's my entire dad's side. It's just indigenous and then whoever colonized them.
Yep.
And that's the whole thing. Yeah.
That is all of my heritage.
Yay. Woo.
Yeah.
Shout out. That means I'm half Zach and half Ray.
Aw.
Holy shit.
You're our son.
Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Yeah. Like you guys fucked and
I wasn't
came
comfortable
out.
with
Now
that.
go to your room.
Oh.
I was more comfortable with the dirty talk bit than that one.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm not going to raise a kid with you.
Yeah. You say I'll fuck you, but I'm not gonna raise a kid. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, you guys don't have the parts necessary to have a child together. I
You
guess,
don't
so.
know.
Well, okay, you know what? Actually, yeah, I'm presuming
Thank
too much.
you.
You're right. I'm
don't
sorry.
be transphobic,
Thank
Danny.
you.
Oh,
gonna have to
I
cut
wouldn't.
that
I
whole
would
part
never
out.
think to do that. I just, I think I have two cis men sitting in front of me right now, and I just, yeah,
All right.
Soon too much.
yeah.
Okay.
I assume I make an ass of you and me.
All right. We're gonna get
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
I don't know why I thought it would be better without Sean here.
Yeah. Oh no,
You're just slowly finding out that I'm the problem.
Yeah.
It'd be Ray's the control here, and then we're all the variables, and then if nothing changes, then it's clearly Ray's fault.
It's clearly my fault.
Yeah.
But he'll do all this tech work for free, so I can't fire him.
Oh yeah, you can't
Also,
make
we-
the podcast. He also
we
has.
live
I
together.
am the podcast.
Yeah, he also arguably has the greatest laugh on the podcast.
That's true.
so,
Yeah. It is like a competition between the two of them. You
Oh,
know?
for sure.
To see who
yeah.
could derail Zach the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's whole episodes where I've just stopped and stared to the camera.
Yeah. That's fair.
And then as like I know it's just him not checking, but it does feel like he does it on purpose. He never cuts to me.
Yeah. He's like, well, Sean and I are being too funny right now.
Yeah. Oh, you got a little stare going. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, be more interesting.
Oh.
All right. We have all the fun facts. I
Oh,
don't
mom
know.
and dad are fighting. Yeah.
I do
parents,
2
yeah.
days of research, and that's not good enough.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of
Yeah.
notes here, you know?
This
I
one-
like how it I don't even know how it's organized. You just have like yellow highlighter kind of in the middle of
Yeah.
certain
Yeah.
things.
Well, I do got to say before we do these fun facts that we're
Yeah.
going to jump into, we do have to touch on this.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, I have a week or two to do a prep, and because of Sean's fuckery,
Yeah.
I was going
Work
to cover.
schedule.
I was
Oh,
going to cover.
literally.
one.
Yeah.
No, because of
full
Sean.
job,
No,
yeah. All right.
because of Sean's fuck. Where's my camera? Because of Sean's fuckery.
All right. I don't
Yeah.
have to. I don't want to cut this out. Relax.
Yeah. He gets too heated. Yeah. Takes his shirt off. Yeah.
Well, Sean had a date.
I like it. He's
night.
not worried about
Sean had a date last
He's
night.
not
That's
worried about
great.
Sean. He's like, please don't make me do work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but because we had to do things kind of last minute this time, normally I vet all my facts.
Oh,
We're not
so
doing that this
Some of these
time.
might be unvetted.
That's right. We're not doing
Okay.
that this time. So if
Yeah.
you hear something, you're like, that's not true. Fucking shut up.
We hear someone
Well, wait,
that's
shut your
completely
fucking mouth.
outrageous. We're
Hold
like,
on.
what the fuck, Zach?
Yeah,
Like, how
yeah.
did you? Yeah.
Demi Moore, the leader of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This film was entirely done on iPhone and edited in iMovie.
Yeah.
And we're like, yeah, I don't know, man.
Kind of sounds like you guys are sponsored. What's
Yeah. Sponsored by Apple, I guess. Yeah.
So I do just
Originally,
want
Ashton Kutcher was supposed to be the
Oh my
lead
gosh!
actor.
Yeah. I was gonna say
came
that
out
was
of
that was
Demi
her
Moore's
first
back.
dabbling into horror was dating Ashton Kutcher.
that
Yeah.
came out of Demi Moore's back.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
Isn't
like,
there a
save
big-
my
yeah.
career. Oh.
Yeah. You've been punked. Yeah. Yeah.
This isn't the first time I've been inside her. All right.
Oh.
So there you go, baby.
There it is. There it is.
There we go.
It is. Yeah. That was great.
So I do want to say
Bless you.
these have not been vetted. So if you
Okay.
hear something you don't know, I'm sorry I yelled.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
If you hear something you don't know, put it in the
okay.
comments in a nice way.
Yeah, don't be a dick.
Say, hey, Zach, I know you didn't have time to check everything. Here's the truth.
Yeah.
And then I'll fact check you. And then I'll be
Ooh,
nice
there you go.
back. 'cause
Oh
we're
my
nice
god! You know
here.
what I
Yeah.
hate the most is because like the clips are so short. They're literally 60 seconds of like a 90-minute podcast
Of Sean's bulge.
of
yeah.
Sean's bulge.
Yeah.
And then like someone in the comment section would add facts to like whatever we're saying, and we're
Oh,
like,
as
we
if you didn't
we
talk
talk
about
about
it.
that
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
podcast. Listen to the podcast.
Which
Yeah,
I
which
I
is
always
the point of the shorts.
which
yeah,
I always
yeah.
very nicely say we cover in the podcast. Have
You should
a
check it out.
listen.
Yeah. Go
Check it
have a
out.
listen. Yeah.
I'm nice.
Yeah.
Nice guy.
It's just some guy in the comment section, and also Ashton Kutcher was inside Demi Moore. And it's like,
So yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's like listen to
probably.
the fucking podcast, you
Yeah.
piece of shit.
They just take your joke. Yeah. Needless to say.
Needless
Yeah,
to say.
All right. I think it might be time for fun facts. You boys
Yeah.
ready?
Oh,
Let's
I love
do
it. I
Let's
love
do it.
I love fun facts.
All right. Ray Liotta was originally cast as Harvey,
Oh.
but his untimely death
That would have
brought
been
in Dennis Quaid.
amazing.
Yeah. Right.
God, that would have been so
Harvey
good.
is Dennis Quaid's character.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
which I'm fairly certain. I know it's
99% sure that's based on Harvey Weinstein.
almost possible.
Oh.
Yeah.
It very
like,
much seems
Literally,
like.
his name is
Is Harvey.
too,
And
yeah.
like he's gross, he treats women like objects.
Yeah.
Yeah, but obviously
Damn.
you can't say that because you have to think at the end of every movie
Yeah,
where they're like,
right.
no people living or dead are
Right.
portrayed in this film. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Sure.
So I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, Ray
Yeah.
Liotta would have been. I mean, Dennis Quaid does a great job.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
Eating
honestly,
shrimp, yeah.
he feels like a little bit of a scumbag in real life. So
Yeah,
it feels
possibly, yeah.
you know.
Although his son seems cool, Jack Quaid.
Jack
Yeah,
Quaid,
yeah.
yeah.
He seems cool. He seems like he's down with the nepo baby status. You know, like he's very
Yeah.
understanding of.
I
Like,
love
hey,
him in The Boys.
yeah.
I hate his character in The Boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he does a great job doing the
Okay.
character.
Yeah.
He's doesn't show up to political rallies like his dad.
Yeah.
Oh, but for the other side.
He had,
right?
he had a moment.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hate to see it.
yeah, but he does a great job. But yeah, Ray Liotta would have just been incredible to watch in
fun,
this.
yeah.
You can think of that Goodfellas laugh, and when Harvey's laughing there,
sure.
and you can see Ray Liotta's face.
Yeah. That is true. That is
Ray
true.
Liotta would have. God, that would have been such a good movie. Like, it's a good movie, anyways, but that would have been such a good fucking role.
Yeah. How about an AI recut? Put in.
Yeah.
Somebody use some technology and put Ray Liotta's face on. Yeah, do Face Off with Ray Liotta.
Specifically the scene where they're eating shrimp.
Yeah.
Just make
Face
him eat
off
4 pounds of shrimp in AI. Yeah.
Face Off with Ray Liotta and Joe Pesci.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Funny like how? Funny like.
Yeah.
All right.
Love that.
Quali.
Margaret Qualley.
Qualley.
Yeah.
Margaret Qualley.
She's
so,
very pretty.
Yes, she is the character of Sue.
Yes.
The better quote unquote version, right? So the actress said that she wanted everyone to know, and they were all very clear that like they wanted to be transparent about this, that it's fake boobs.
Oh yeah, she had prosthetics on, I think.
Yeah, she had prosthetic boobs. She had a personal trainer that was working with her to help keep the body shape that the character was wanting to be, but they wanted to make sure that everybody knew that that wasn't like that. The intention is to like present this thing that is not who she actually is.
Yeah, like
and
it's not a body type that she aspires to per se, but instead one that they felt best.
Yeah,
for the character,
the messaging and stuff. Yeah.
Now on the levity side of that, she did say that she used to dress up and pretend to be the character around her husband just to mess with him because the character's so annoying. And
and
he was like, "Please stop being that woman.
Yeah,
please stop being this vapid person."
It's too method. Yeah,
but a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
This film was described by Demi Moore as a blend of Oscar Wilde's Picture of Dorian Gray.
Okay.
Death Becomes Her, great film from '92. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
I've not.
It's a horror comedy, but it's really it's a comedy that's horror.
Sure,
it feels more like
yeah. Okay.
But it's very.
I was thinking it was like an Oppenheimer type. Yeah.
Death
Becomes Her. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's the play on words.
Yeah.
You're on the right track.
I have to do this because Sean's not here. Who's gonna fucking
I'm not.
these weird wordplay things if he's not here?
I mean, Danny.
Right.
Danny's doing a great job.
You're doing a great job, Danny.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He just misses his friend.
Yeah, he does. Yeah. He misses his scapegoat for realizing why the podcast is the way that it is. Is slowly becoming Ray, but Sean was kind of the one that distracted everyone from that.
I bought. We went to for my birthday. We went to Universal and went to the Super Mario area.
Yeah.
And I bought a little bomb. And I was going to throw it at Sean on the... Oh, there it is.
Oh, good. Almost catch. Good throw.
I bought this
Whoever
little
from
bomb.
the 45-member audience. That was,
and I was going to wait until Sean said a really bad pun, and I was going to pull it out of my pocket and just toss it at him.
Yeah.
I think his worst one, the one that makes me the angriest, because I get angry.
Sure.
Justifiably.
I'm telling you. No.
When I said, make sure you join us on Patreon, and he goes, "You just call me Gay Tree Sean?" I was
that
like,
sucks. Yeah.
I don't even think.
Sean,
I was like, reach doesn't even begin to describe what that was. It's crazy. It was a crazy thing.
You remembered it. It's memorable. Yeah.
You did remember it.
Yeah, we
my favorite
is
it's mac and cheese, bitch.
Oh my God, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. It's mac and cheese, bitch. Yeah.
Yeah, go back and listen to it.
It's actually my favorite Sean quote.
It's this laugh. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So blend of Oscar Wilde's Picture of Dorian Gray, Death Becomes Her, and a Jane Fonda workout video.
Yes.
Is the description.
Nice.
Now, Death Becomes Her, if you've seen it, you know why that's there. It's pretty obvious. But if you're not familiar with Picture of Dorian Gray, are you familiar with that?
I've heard the name. I have not read it or... it's a book, right? But was it made into a film at all? Or
I believe there's a film adaptation.
Okay. I have not read or seen it.
So... basically, part of the premise is, the premise is that in order to stay young, he keeps painting his what's aging on him and what he doesn't like and all that. He's painting that into a painting, and then like eventually, the psychological torment starts, right?
Oh.
And similar to the way that she destroys her own picture in this film,
Right.
it happens the same way in that story. So
okay, yeah.
it says a blend of the three, which is accurate, but I would say the most heavily influenced part of the storyline would come from that. But in its own unique way, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, this is pretty cool. The director did all the shots herself of when there was like the injections happening from like the point of view.
Yeah,
But also did them herself.
Oh God! Wait, like it's her arm?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
What up, Coralie?
Yeah.
Sick, dude.
That's crazy.
She's like, I'll get down in the muck with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah. Like I wonder what kind of like did she fully injected a needle into herself? Or
No,
did
I
it
mean,
say- yeah, it's like
however
a-
they set it up.
Yeah.
She's
oh,
the
but
one.
she was
yeah.
like, I'm gonna be the dummy arm.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
she
be.
was-
Yeah.
She was the one that took all the.
Wow. Took it like a champ.
And part of that was probably just easier to shoot that way. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like calling Demi Moore and be like, keep your arm.
Yeah.
Keep your arm right there. Here's $20,000.
It's like Tarantino offering to be the one to say the N-word in his movies. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, such an altruist.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want to make anyone else do it. I'll do it. That's fine.
He comes in on set. He's like, anybody want to pay me to say the N-word? I'll do it.
Yeah. So I think he says it. Did he say it in Django? I don't know. But anyway,
Yeah.
He says in Pulp Fiction. Or, I don't know. Or
Well, it's
someone says
funny.
in Pulp
It's funny
Fiction,
to look back at it though, because like it's never like a good person. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like
he
you look
always
at
plays
those,
an
and you're
asshole,
like,
yeah.
you're like they're like mob guys, and you're like, yeah, I don't know if those guys are not good people.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
They're going
right.
to say it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a bit egregious. I think in hindsight.
Sure.
Anyway, let's move on. Originally, the script opening, the way it was written, you know how you envision the script, you think of what songs might go well with it or whatever.
Yeah.
Obviously they didn't have the rights to it or anything, but the original song that was supposed to kind of be part of that intro was Bullet with Butterfly Wings by Smashing Pumpkins.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which is a great song, but it has that opening line,
Yeah.
the world is a vampire, and
Uh-huh,
then just fucking
Yeah.
right into it.
That'd be great. But
Despite all my
unfortunately,
rage, I'm still just a rat in a cage. Perfect song for that.
Yeah.
Again, there's none of this is fact checked, so I don't want to hear any shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where'd you find that,
Yeah, bet you won't fact check them, pussy.
Oh my.
That's the way you
Right.
get comments.
Called out. Yeah.
Bet you won't. Bet you won't educate yourself.
Ooh.
Bet you won't read a book, pussy.
Ooh. Bet you can't read.
But you can't.
Yeah.
Say it.
No, I can't. I don't like calling people that. Yeah.
You don't like calling people pussy?
Such a
Not
sweet
really.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
see?
like,
Nice guy.
Sweet boy.
I every once in a while, I as a joke, I'll be like, "Did that guy just call me a pussy?" or something. Like, it's like not at all what they said, but
Yeah.
I don't ever actually call a person that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, you're a scumbag.
Well,
Oh.
pretty well.
Somebody just said pussy from the. Oh, Ray's girlfriend just called Ray a
pussy,
pussy.
Yeah, they're very loving.
It's a language of love right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your love language? Oh, derogatory terms. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I
A
saw
little bit of physical violence.
Yeah.
with
and then
consent.
acts of, yeah.
With consent.
With consent.
And then acts of
You
cervix.
want me to punch you, pussy?
Acts of service.
I was like, I hope somebody heard that, but
Yeah.
yeah. Random acts of cervix. I don't know. Yeah. Sorry.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway,
Is that what you call
other,
look it up?
I don't know. Yeah. Other
Yeah.
tangent, by the way. Do you guys know that 2 Chainz lyric? Rest in peace to all those who died in the service. I dive in her cervix.
Oh,
you guys heard that?
No, I haven't.
It's an actual 2 Chainz lyric called
Do you know 2 Chainz' original rapper name?
Oh,
Let me
Titty
do it.
Boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Titty
yeah.
Boy.
I know my man.
Titty Boy.
Titty Boy. Yeah. That was his
Uh,
Twitter handle too. I think. Yeah.
Is it really?
I think it still is. Titty
Yeah,
Boy. Yeah.
that was back when he was with DTP.
DTP. The starving the
Ludacris
peace.
Crew. Yep.
Yeah.
Ludacris's crew. But
Yeah.
once he got signed to a
Now
record label.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ludacris's crew is family.
Yeah.
Family. Yeah.
Family.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Fantasy, Yeah.
And we'll make $40 million a movie. You know,
Is it really that much?
probably something
No,
like that.
Yeah, probably not 40
That's not
million
fact
movie.
checked.
That's yeah.
That's
That's
yeah.
like a quarter of the budget right there. Yeah. Well, for Ludacris or for Vin Diesel, it doesn't
No,
matter.
no,
Who
no.
I
cares?
think
Anyway,
you
that's-
you've
yeah.
jumped the shark on your franchise when Ludacris and Tyrese go to space.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
then they make it's like someone's pranking Tyrese all the time.
Yeah.
Like like they're floating through space, and it's like they make him say all the worst lines in every movie. They're floating through space, and he goes, "Bet nobody thought that a couple brothers would ever be in space," and then he like holds his fist out.
Yeah.
You're like, no one would say that in space. You'd be like, "Holy shit, we're in space!" All right,
right, yeah. Let's make a political comment. Yeah.
You'd get up to space and you do what all the astronauts do. And you go, "It looks so small from down here."
Yeah, holy shit, my mortality. It's coming to me. Yeah.
If you were real filmmakers, you'd have Tyrese have a moment.
Have a moment.
Know?
He starts crying. Yeah. And then he
run
says,
that script by a black person.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God.
Puts his hand on the window. We're all one.
Yeah. He puts his hand on the window, starts crying, and goes, "I bet they never expected two brothers to be out in space," or whatever like that. Whatever. He says the same line, but he's crying. Yeah. It's delivered like an actual motivational line.
It feels those are for sure white writers, right? It feels Fast and
Furious. They were like, we
yeah.
had to change it because the original white writer wrote, "Mama, we made it."
It's two 14-year-old boys and they're both named Chad and they're white.
Yeah.
They get new 14-year-old boys every time.
They always have to be named Chad though. Yeah.
This one's named Michael. Get him out here.
Yeah.
All right. So
he's a good writer. Yeah.
So I again hasn't fact checked, but
okay.
this is so specific that if someone made this up, kudos to you for selling this line.
Yeah.
The Pump It Up. First episode of Pump It Up, Sue's show.
Mm-hmm.
The choreography, the costumes, and the composition of the shots, everything is an homage to Eric Pride's "Call on Me" from 2004.
Oh.
I don't know who that is, and I don't know what that
video.
song
I think it's a music video, or Eric Pride's "Call on Me."
So
is that the call on me, call on me, call on me?
It is. I saw it. I
mean, that makes sense.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Also,
damn,
Danny's got a beautiful voice.
Oh,
Follow him on Spotify. He's got great music out.
Call on me.
That's his YouTube.
Everyone finds out there's auto-tune on me the whole time. There. Yeah, baby. Anyway.
It is. I didn't even realize it. It was just on. Last time I was in Florida, I was at my friend's house, and it was just on. I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, you never seen this video?" I was like, "No."
And that was what Pump It Up was inspired by?
Yeah.
Wow. Pump Up the Jam. Yeah. You guys remember that?
Pump
the
it
Jam. Pump it up.
Yeah.
That was like 90s. Anyway, all right, cool.
Pump up the volume. Christian Slater movie.
Oh.
Okay.
Penis pump, a thing people use.
I literally popped in my head as soon as you said it.
Yeah. Oh God, what's another one? No. Vanderpump Rules. Anyway, that's a thing I've never watched. All right.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, I think it's a traditionally, I think women have typically consumed Vanderpump Rules. I have not. I did not grow up doing that. But now I'm watching Gossip Girl. So
the new one.
Oh no! They're the OG with Blake Lively and Penn Badgley, and this doesn't matter. This isn't
Boo,
horror.
Blake Lively.
Boo. Well, I don't know who to believe. I don't know who's the piece of shit in all this yet. There's kind of a back and forth. With her.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know any of it.
Wait, we're dudes. I'm not. Hang on. No. Boo. Go ahead, boo.
Wow, that's the sound of 45 booing women.
Yeah. Now. Now go ahead and cut out the part where we boo.
Yeah. Boo.
Make it seamless.
I'm not doing shit.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You want me to edit, dude?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Ray's just we're gonna cancel because Ray doesn't edit something out. Yeah.
Oh,
I just
many
listen to the
times.
podcast while I play Marvel Rivals.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Anyway,
it's great.
Yeah.
I will probably edit the part where I don't know, nothing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna do any of that.
That's
Part of you guys the raw footage, baby.
We're raw dogging it right now.
Raw dog that shit.
Part of the score from the Love and Death theme of the film Vertigo is used in this film.
Whoa.
What is it?
From the film Vertigo.
No. What's used? Oh, part of the score.
Yeah. Which is you can hear it at certain parts, which is of course Alfred Hitchcock's masterpiece. It's a great film.
Also, the score, best fucking album by the Fugees.
Also, the score is currently me 4. The rest of you guys 0. I don't know. Yeah. Sean -3.
Yeah.
Do the Fugees have multiple albums? Now that I'm thinking about it,
I think there's two.
They only did one together, I think, right? And everything else was solos.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's one before it, but it's not like a big one.
I see why these episodes are an hour and a half.
Hip hop heads, Hip hop heads, check in and let us know.
Yeah, I want to say there's like a mixtape or something.
We refuse to Google while we're doing the episode.
Oh yeah,
I swear there's a second Fuji's out.
Entirely antisocial. For us to just all be on our phones right now.
Yeah, see,
it's just like 90 minutes of us being like.
Yeah, so anyway, you guys like see the substance?
Did you know Jack Quaid is Dennis Quaid's son?
Dennis is Quaid's son. Yeah.
Honestly, the amount he drank for his birthday, I'm amazed that that's the only thing that slipped out.
He hasn't been slipping up at all. Yeah, other than I guess I should say the N-word less line. Yeah.
That's the one you were gonna cut.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. Come on, come on.
Ray doesn't say it. I know he doesn't. I believe in my
follow
heart of
him
hearts.
around daily.
Yeah. Daily, yes, yeah.
I mic'd him up.
Yeah. Although I've seen Drunk Ray, he said "I love you" to me like 20 times. It was great.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, I fucking love you, dude."
I'm a loving drunk.
Yeah, he is. I thought you were gonna kiss me at one point. It's crazy. Because your face would get slowly closer to mine too. I was like, "Damn, I think Ray's gonna kiss me." I think he's gonna go for it.
Because your girlfriend was there.
Yeah, well, and your girlfriend was there too. Yeah. If Ray kissed me, how would you feel? Okay, she'd be okay with it apparently. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I you know what? I don't want to speak on this too much. I think it's gonna have to happen.
Babe.
Yeah. Babe, I swear I didn't want it. Yeah.
He's a handsome boy.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Then it's like you get to kiss him vicariously. Yeah.
Okay.
She's like, okay, well then definitely. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna do some connections real quick because this is super interesting.
Okay.
So Margaret Qualley.
Yes.
She is the daughter of Andie MacDowell, famous actress.
Oh.
They actually. Oh well, sorry. This is probably one of your things, but I was gonna say that there's a show that I really enjoy called Made, which is the one that and Margaret Qualley is the main character, and her mom is Andie MacDowell in the show, and then afterwards I found out that that's her actual mom, and I was like, God damn,
yeah,
that's awesome.
That makes sense. Nepotism.
And if you're like really doing the work in acting, like making backstory with characters and all that, it's gotta be wild to be like, okay, you're my mom, but not my mom.
Yeah, you're my mom, but like fucked up.
That's wild.
Totally. Yeah. It's a really good show, by the way. You should watch Made.
As opposed to what I do is as I walk around and go, "You're my mom now."
Just to people, yeah. It's like a new improv scene.
You are mommy.
Yeah. Sir, this is a Starbucks.
Do you want me to put your name down as mom, or like what's going on right now? Yeah.
So Demi Moore actually starred in St. Elmo's Fire with Andie MacDowell.
Andie MacDowell. Whoa.
Yep.
I thought you were gonna say so. Demi Moore is also Mark Qualley's mom. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Lesbian mom gang.
Dennis Quaid, Mark Qualley's dad. Yeah. Just everybody. Okay, yeah.
Dennis Quaid was in Footloose and Dinner with Friends with Andie MacDowell.
Whoa. So it all comes from nepotism. That's what it is right here.
What it is.
It's Margaret Qualley getting a big gig because her mom knew a bunch of people.
She did go the route of Emilio Estevez, though, you know?
Oh,
he didn't want Sheen in his name because he's like, there's already Charlie Sheen and Martin Sheen. Don't want to, like, Nicolas Cage is the same thing.
Yeah, he's a Coppola.
That's right, yeah.
Francis Ford is his uncle, I think.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wild.
Cage is a Nepo baby as well.
Not disappointed.
Yeah.
Not disappointed at all.
Back of the Declaration of Independence.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Yeah. Oh, if you don't already know, I'm sure we mentioned it on our Mandy episode, but you gotta watch the YouTube. Just type in on YouTube, Nicolas Cage loses his shit. It's the funniest thing.
Oh, that's great.
Somebody made a compilation of all his craziest moments. This is pre-Mandy, so that Mandy should be in the new version.
Cage,
yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff happening. That's from like 07.
Not the bees. Not the bees.
Yeah. The remake of Wicker Man.
That's what that is. Yeah. I when I was in middle school, I met Nick Cage at an antique guitar shop.
What?
Really random. Yeah,
That's
he was.
So cool.
He looked real weird. He was probably filming a movie. I don't know which one, but yeah.
And he's just walking around and he's like, "Which one of these guitars are haunted?"
Yeah. I have to look at the back of all of them. They might have a map to the Declaration. Yeah.
This is when he was like buying castles and shit, right?
Yeah, probably. It was like 2008. I don't know.
Yeah. This is right before liquidation time.
Yeah. Nick Cage bought the most haunted house in New Orleans.
Oh fuck
at one point.
He was. Yeah, that's why I saw him in New Orleans.
Because he's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Shout out Nick Cage.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nicolas Cage.
Oh really?
I lost it. Sorry. That was the other thing that I wanted to touch on. So if you want to see this film, you gotta see it on the Mubi app.
Yeah, Mubi. Yeah, I didn't even know Mubi was a thing, but apparently they do like YouTube advertising.
Mubi sounds like
Mubi.
like me being like, it was me drunk, just like, you want to watch a movie?
You want a movie?
Makes me think of man boobies, right? Movies.
Oh
Boobs?
yeah.
Boobs.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
Well,
Hey, men are allowed to have boobies. Okay?
That's correct.
I got a pair.
All right.
Anyway, sorry. Yeah.
One of the fun facts someone put that I did not write down was this is the highest grossing film that movie has the company Mubi has produced, and it's like no shit.
Yeah, they're called Mubi. I don't know what to tell you, but they definitely aren't crushing it.
Yeah. When several companies dropped the ball on picking this film up because maybe they were worried about some of the splatterpunk parts and stuff like that.
This does feel like an A24 film. It's crazy that this wasn't an A24 film.
Yeah, true. Man, I love me some A24.
Well, it premiered at Cannes Film Festival.
Oh, it did? Okay, cool. That makes sense. French.
Yeah. And yeah,
French,
quick trip for them compared to everybody else.
Yeah.
Hey, you want to watch a movie?
A movie? Yeah.
There you go.
Ray.
I spit on your movie.
That's where it came from. Yeah.
Anyway,
it's a French company. Yeah.
I'm starting to think Sean's right about these. I think they're making these up. It says 11 minutes standing ovation at the end of the film.
The amount of standing ovations at the at Cannes or at what's the Italian one? There's an Italian film festival too. But,
now, here's the question though.
Buongiorno.
Are the credits 11 minutes like Ginger Dead Man? Because if that's the case, then they're just filling time because they're clapping for each name coming up.
Also,
it's
kind of awkward to like. It'd be kind of awkward to even give something worthy of. Awkward. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
You can't start throwing.
Sorry, Gen Z here.
My 40-year-olds. I just turned 40. My ears are bleeding.
Yeah. No, I'm a millennial.
You can't just start throwing Gen Z
language
taco,
Aki's cockies. I don't know. I just made that one up. Yeah.
Oh god. Somebody
nuke
us.
It'd become a little awkward though, just standing there giving, even if it was deserving of an ovation that long. Why would you? I feel like it would get awkward. You know.
Hands would hurt.
Yeah. Your hands would hurt.
Yeah.
Like I think you just be like, all right, guys, shut the fuck up, please. Yeah. It's okay, I get it. Thank you. I'm so glad you loved my movie.
To be clear, though, it does deserve it.
Oh yeah,
it does.
Sure,
it does. Sure. Yeah, this one and Mandy, like that made sense.
Yeah,
I was like, that makes sense.
So Substance Scott, you said 11-minute standing ovation.
Yeah. They shot this film and it took 5 months to shoot the film, which is so long for. Because when we cover horror, I mean, we've
2 weeks.
What was the last one we did? Like it was like 6.
I shot this film in 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour-long film. I don't know how I did it. Yeah.
What is it? It's 2 titties fighting.
You don't get it, man.
That actually would be kind of sick. I would love watching 2 titties fighting. Because how would you?
That's out there.
A stylist. Oh, really? That's a thing already?
Yeah, it's called porn.
I don't know if they fight. Well, anyway, yep. Yeah. Rule 34. There's probably fighting titties out there. Yeah.
This movie's 2 hours long. I got a lot of cameras.
You showed every angle. It's like the movie Vantage Point, where it's the same event over and over again, but with a different angle and new information. Yeah.
There's an incredible video that someone cut together. I'm sure it was part of their promo team, but
2 titties fighting. Or,
2 titties fighting.
Yeah.
A tale of 2 titties.
Yeah. A tail and 2 titties. Oh, like ass. Anyway, yeah. All right, cool.
We do have a new Sean.
Yeah. I wish I had the bomb still in my hand.
I was looking for it too.
Do you just call me Gay Tree Sean? Do you just call? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So there's this incredible side by side of the shots from this film and how they were inspired by The Shining.
Oh, lovely. Okay,
and it's not necessarily like any sort of like ripping anything off. But there's that like when she's at the bathroom door and she's like, "Go away!" And she's doing that thing when she's like fully formed into that like hideous looking. There's a part where she's like leaning on the door. And there's that upward shot.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That goes up the door and under the face, and it's exactly like Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Yeah.
We'll link it. I'll try to remember. We'll link it in the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Or in the description on the
rug in the in that hallway looks a lot like The Shining too.
Right.
The scene in the bathroom's got the same color palette as the scene in the bathroom.
The
in
tracking's the
sure.
same speed, which is wild.
Oh, interesting.
Because all that is somebody pushing the camera on a dolly.
Yeah,
like
just happened to kind of line up.
The fact that they took the time to match speed with that. I mean, you could manipulate the frames, but like or the speed or whatever on the actual. But judging by,
I don't know if you can.
Oh, goddamn! They're about to fight or kiss.
No, he's the editor.
Supposed
to be able to
it's
do
literally
this.
his job to know how to do that. Yeah.
Ask him how many notes he's written down.
Literally
not
none.
a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing.
got a
They're
couple.
all up here, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
I forgot it
Bitch,
before
I come
we
into
started.
this podcast like Lil Wayne in the booth, baby.
Wow, what a reference! Yeah.
You mean you pay people to come up with some extra stuff so you can
No,
make
I
6
get
foot,
drunk
7
and
foot?
I get on a microphone.
I get working.
I get fucked up
working.
and I get on a microphone, baby.
Yeah, that's why when you listen to 6 foot, 7 foot, it's so much better than a millie.
Yeah.
Because he actually
a
wrote
million
some
here,
stuff.
a million there. I'm trying my Lil Wayne impression over here. I'm not really. Yeah. Yo. It sounds kind of like he's got to force it. He's got to like poop or something. Like, Yo.
Baby.
Anyway, this is how we're gonna. This is why. Yep. Hour and 30 minutes.
You
Here we
do
go.
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's more Jada Kiss.
Oh, there you go.
All right. We're so close to done, guys.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Oh, yeah. The costume for what was the name for the final?
Eliza Sue. It was like
Eliza
something
Sue?
Eliza Sue.
Yeah. Elsa Sue.
Or
Elsa Sue?
Eliza Sue.
Well, that was Margaret Qualley in the.
Yes,
in
I heard that.
in the
Margaret
suit.
Qualley was the one that was in the suit.
And as usual, any good prosthetics, makeup, or monster suits, anything like that.
Yeah.
Any good ones, you're gonna take hours, and they said it's
right
6 to 9 hours depending on the day and what they were shooting. And
how'd they do Demi Moore's face on the back too? Like, was that just kind of?
They molded her face onto it, I would assume.
It was moving though. And
it
was
was moving.
That seemed like a. I'm not 100% sure, but it seemed like a mix of practical with CG.
There. Yeah. Get that. Yeah.
The director was heavily influenced by The Fly, which feels like pretty obvious with the
That
body
makes
horror.
sense, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. A lot of all the same body parts fall off her: the ear, the fingernails, all that
That
stuff.
titty comes out the eye.
Titty comes out the eye. You know how it is.
But it looks like an eyeball though. It's like an eyeball with a nipple on it.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Yeah.
This is by far my favorite thing, though. The director said, well, number one, the director sprayed the audience herself.
Oh, fuck yeah.
With all the blood at the end.
Yeah.
36,000 gallons of blood.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty
good? Like as efficient or like as
because we were talking about one of the episodes, and I think this episode's not out yet, but Evil Dead was like, what, 50,000?
Okay.
70,000 on the
it was 50,000. Yeah, so the remake was 70,000 total. 50,000 from the blood rain alone, and then 20,000 for the rest of the movie.
Yeah, the end scene of the remake has 50,000 gallons of blood.
So 36K gallons of blood.
It's pretty up there. It's close.
There's some great behind the scenes footage you should check out.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so
Honestly,
cool.
I would have fucking killed to be one of those extras. Just getting fucking, oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah.
Fake blood is so sticky, though.
Oh, yeah. It's probably a little.
It's gotten much better since the days of the early Evil Dead stuff.
Yeah. When they use real blood, Yeah. They kill like 100 people
check out the next week. We'll have Evil Dead out
next week,
and you'll enjoy hearing about some of the way that indie filmmakers came up with their own blood.
Oh hell yeah!
Some of the mishaps with that.
They just killed people. It was weird. Yeah.
When I was a scare actor, every now and then I didn't want to wear a mask, so I just covered myself in fake blood.
Oh, fun.
And it was very, very sticky.
Yeah.
And I just lose my shit. And then one person was like, "Is that guy drunk?" And I was like, "Not yet, baby."
Answer
yes. Yes.
I keep ending
All
clips
right.
I
with that.
didn't drink on the job.
Yet. Oh, we have an ahem coming from the girlfriend.
Oh yeah, there's a couple times I was high, which is funny because like when you're nervous high and you're a scare actor, it kind of just plays into like the character.
Yeah.
Where because like if you're a serial killer and you're a little nervous, it makes other people nervous.
Yeah.
So it's just like it was so fun.
Yeah. Like, is that guy having a panic attack in the corner? What's happening? Yeah. That's the scariest thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
So I do want to make sure we get this out before because we're about to wrap up. I love this concept, as the director said. She said that the reason why that end scene happens that way is because she wanted to externalize the violence that audiences put onto the people that they're supposed to be loving. Like it's like, oh, you're these people who love this stuff, you're fans, you're whatever, right? But your expectations, your pressures, the things that you perceive, this way of like viewing artists or anybody in entertainment as strictly a product and not people, and being a part of that same system. And I know people will like cop out to this by saying like, well, you volunteer to be a part of it. It's like, yeah, but you don't have to be a piece of shit while we do it. Like, it's like when people heckle on a comedy show, like, oh, well, you should be able to handle that if it happens. It's like, yeah, I mean, but because we have to, like, not because like it should be that way.
It's not even mildly good like, comedy show ethic.
Or, how about you not be a fucking piece of shit? And just like, I don't know. So I really love that concept that like, that was like her get back. It's like for all the years of like, and not just I shouldn't say this, but it's not just the audience in terms of like against entertainers, but also I think in general against women, and you know, you could probably extend this out to just people, to other people in general, but specifically because of where we're at in society today, it seems like the violence of what would you call that? The like passive violence. It almost feels like, right, where it's like
kind of like. Yeah, subcontextual. Ooh. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
good.
That's the subconscious. Like passive was a good word. I don't know why.
The like
I was going in a great way. I was like, yo, I can't understand what he's saying anymore.
But the violence that can be caused by not being cognizant of what you're doing.
Subliminal.
Right? Yeah,
that might be the right word. That I was looking for.
Yeah, like just because you're not actively aware or participating doesn't mean it's not occurring. So like I really love that
thoughts
concept.
around it,
right?
And it can happen with like sexism as well as like racism or just any sort of misogyny.
Well, even like the political thing right now in this country, where like people are like, no, you guys are wrong about that, and it's like, well, let's just say hypothetically that's true. Like, have you really thought it out, or do you just not care?
Sure.
Like,
and not caring is a vote for the other side, sort
of.
Because
it's easier to not care.
Oh, for sure.
So, anyway. And if you don't agree with that, suck my dick. Fuck you. Okay. Anyway.
Suck my dick and then fuck my dick. Anyway, Sorry.
It's like you and I always say some Florida shit, and Danny goes, ouch, my little balls.
Oh, yeah.
That's good. It's a good counterbalance.
I had a friend text me recently being like, hey, because I had a video that did really well that was like, it was a sketch that was
so funny.
If Google Incognito mode had a Spotify Wrapped. And at the end, I just improvised a... fuck my little balls was like my phrase that I say, and now my friend, he texted me out of the blue being like, hey man, I say fuck my little balls all the time.
That's great. That's great.
Dude, I never send people stuff because people send me reels all the time. He sends me 30 TikToks a day. I don't watch anything, and then people get mad and they'll go, did you watch that one thing? And then I'll eventually do it. I'll get around.
You're just permanently on the button for me. I just
send
you everything.
It means that Ray's always thinking about you.
It's you, Megan, and my sister. I send you guys everything.
Yeah,
I think Natalie's the only one that actually watches all of them.
Oh, Natalie, you're a very supportive sister.
I send you good shit though.
She's like, he'll fucking yell at me if I don't. So
if I like give you $20 a week or something, will you just give me like a recap of all the shit he sent?
Ooh.
Okay.
She just sends you all the shit I sent.
Like, give me my Venmo back.
That's like 80 to $100 a month. Yeah. That's great.
But I never send stuff because I'm always like kind of just like, but I've sent so many people his.
Oh really? Yeah. That's great. I reposted it this past Spotify Wrapped cycle, and it got a little bit of love too.
Nice.
Yeah. I got to make a remake of that. Yeah. Anyway.
So before we hop into our final stuff. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
I appreciate you.
I'm having a blast. I love what you've done with the place. I love the Christmas tree. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
White Claws. There's White Claw, Diet Coke. Well, there's a lot of like normal shit on there, and then there's also the chainsaw. And the mask and the
I think this will be down by the time we do our first February
episode.
So
oh my God, is that Sean's bulge?
Yeah.
Zoom in. Yeah.
It's actually just great company that you can get custom bulges his treetop.
Oh god, it's two
Wouldn't that
trees
be
fighting
cool?
over there
Oh
too.
god,
Yeah,
somebody's
yeah.
gonna send him fan mail someday,
Oh
and it's
my
gonna be a
gosh.
problem.
It's just gonna
Yeah.
be a zoomed in,
Yeah.
cropped in.
We're gonna need
photo
a
of his
P.O.
bulge.
box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Drugs.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
All right.
Specifically, the drug of happiness.
Yeah. Aw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Believe that is
Sean
called
wouldn't have said that,
dopamine.
Yeah, dopamine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd you call me Gay Tree Sean? Yeah. Sorry. I just,
Fucking hate
one of
it
my
so
favorite
much.
things. Yeah.
Okay. So, I think it's time, boys. Let's
What's your box office?
Do we kiss
Should
each
we-
other?
should
or
we-
what is this? Yeah. I think it's time. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
You know what? I like dismounting immediately after that and just saying goodbye. So, do you want to plug anything before we do budget box office?
Oh my gosh. I'm Danny Padilla. You've been listening to me partially for this whole amount of time. I'm a singer-songwriter and a content creator. Look me up at Danny Padilla. Padilla. Represent. Again, I'm half of Zach, half of Ray. Yeah.
Oh, and we'll have all his links every time we have a guest episode. I always link
Oh yeah.
everybody's socials,
Yeah.
so you can go on the YouTube description. You can find all Danny's links down there.
Oh, yeah,
Danny, you're our first recurring guest.
Oh fuck yeah,
Yeah.
baby! I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll be on here more.
Well, you actually
Yeah.
filling co-host this time, actually.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
So you're our
Being
first.
a
You're our
guest, yeah.
first filling co-host.
Yeah, thank you. I'm honored. I
Thank you
hope I
for-
did Sean well.
You did.
You've
I'm
done
nothing like that guy, but
He'll,
also
he'll
there's
be so
nothing- yeah.
proud.
Okay,
Mhm.
All you gotta do is be.
I just gotta do that every once in a
You
while.
do that.
yeah.
All you got to do is do that, and then make sure you're funny while you and Ray derail what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I could have probably doubled down on that a little harder. Just been
thank
like,
you so
all right,
much for
Ray,
not.
let's block out Zach real quick and just say some dumb shit. Yeah.
The Zach and Danny, or is it Ray and Danny podcast?
yeah.
All right.
Ranny, if you will. yeah.
Ranny.
Two brown guys and Zach. Yeah. Actually, two brown guys and Zach's a great title.
That is good.
It wouldn't work with Sean though.
Yeah, you can't call it two browns and a white. That gets uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like,
Or when Sean's here, it's two whites and a brown, which is kind of Akko sounding. Though, yeah. Sorry, I said Akko again. Akko Taco.
Dude, if you said
The
Za,
Rizzler,
he's
yeah.
gonna have a fucking
Za.
Zaz
aneurysm.
old. Zaz from the 80s.
Got that Gyat.
Is it really?
Rizzler.
I don't know.
I'm saying words now. Phantom Tax. What the kids are saying these days, right? Young, Phantom Tax, the Gyat.
Phantom Tax is from
Natalie, give me a weird one that we
Yeah,
wouldn't know.
yeah.
Fine shit.
I mean, that just sounds like fine shit is
Is that
just
like kind of
wait. Fine is shit is spelled SYT. Oh, fine shit. Fine shite.
Yeah,
Oh, it's the fine shite. It's
The
from
fine
Ireland.
shite.
The fine shite.
we'll do
Oh, I
we'll
like
do
it,
a, we'll do a
shite.
Patreon segment where
Where
we,
it's all
we learn
just-
new words.
Yeah, you guys should
And you
have
just
on
watch
like
me go like
a
this.
19-year-old audience, man. Yeah, like a
Yeah.
19-year-old guest. Yeah. Fine shite. Shit. It just sounds like anyway,
Shite.
yeah.
All right, we're
All right,
gonna
you
wrap
got this,
up.
Zach. You got this.
Yeah.
I think this will be out by the time I think tonight if we put this out Friday.
Yeah.
So
lovely.
tonight, Ben Brainerd and I, our friend that I tour doing comedy
my
with,
roommate.
and your roommate,
Mm-hmm.
our former roommate.
Oh,
we'll
I
be
got the sloppy seconds. Yeah.
thirds actually. I
Oh,
can say,
thirds.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
The two of us will be in at Fire Betty's in Tallahassee tonight. We got two shows, and then we're in St. Augustine, Florida. The next night on Saturday, the 25th of January. 26th of January, we'll be in Gainesville at the Woolly, and then I'll be
at all
in.
those.
And I'll be doing some solo shows on my own that I'm still booking last minute.
Let's
So
go, baby. Let's
anyway,
go, baby girl.
You can find it all in the description.
Yeah, you're invited. It's on me. I don't know what that means.
That means you're paying for
I'm
it.
buying the tickets for them, I guess. Yeah,
Oh, boy.
apparently, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I bought the whole thing. I actually just saw a video where these guys pranked this one comic where they just booked out the entire venue, and it was just them too. It was so good. I would
messed up.
great.
love to do that.
I would
But at
kill.
the
I would
same-
kill
yeah.
you.
Really?
Mhm.
What if you make the same amount of money? You know?
I mean, we've done that mic before. You know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just don't get paid
just
for it. You know.
Just feels like a shitty open mic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Ray and I are working on making sure that we get to go to Spooky Empire in October.
That will. Yeah, we're
Oh.
trying to make that
So
happen.
What is Spooky
Yep.
Empire?
It's a big convention in Orlando.
Yeah,
horror convention.
Yep.
So we're trying to sell some merch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Check out our merch store. It's it'll be linked in the description.
And then that month, I'm probably going to go harder on the Halloween Horror Nights content.
Hell yeah.
Because I tried a little bit this time, but, you know.
You were having a good time.
I was having a good time. Next time, I'll get some more videos inside and more reviews and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Cool.
I have a whole history of haunted houses coming up on there, too, which that will be fun.
I love learning.
If you haven't joined the Patreon, join the Patreon. You can join for a week free. After that, it's as low as $3 a month, and you can have audio of all of our Patreon shows. $5 and up gets you almost everything we have. The $15 tier, which we have a couple friends on,
Let's go.
that gets you pretty much everything. We don't have anybody above that yet,
And we give you a kiss.
Right. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, don't go above that.
No, go above that. I'll
can't
send you a
promise.
picture of Zach's feet while he's sleeping.
All right.
You just see him sleeping in the background. Yeah. You're like, oh, this doesn't scream consent. Ah, jeez. Yeah. I should probably stop jerking off. Anyway, sorry. That's bad. I don't. You guys enable me to say this shit.
I love it, dude. I love
it.
Dude.
It's funny because we had Lonnie on, and it's like, how far can we push this?
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. No, you guys had some great moments from that. Yeah.
That was a fun
that was a
That was
fun
a good
one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna do budget box office.
Let's
Get
do
out
it.
of here. Oh, and
right.
of course, Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
So let's start with you're the
The Sean.
the guest host of honor.
Yes. Okay.
Would you like to? We always start with budget and box office first. Would you like to go first? Or do you want to make Ray?
Oh yeah. I'll give Ray home field advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
there you
a
go.
fucking
Yeah.
sweet boy.
All right, budget $40 billion. No, budget would be. I'm gonna say.
Oh, I
in
thought you were letting
the-
Ray go first.
Oh,
No, you're good. You're
fuck
good.
my little balls.
I don't care either way.
No, I meant like Ray gets to guess second, as in he gets to get my info.
okay, I got you.
Give me my catchphrase. Fuck my little balls. Apparently. Yeah.
It'll never not make me laugh. I love it so much.
It's a weird thing. Kind of self-deprecating. I'm gonna go. Give me. $40 million budget.
40 budget. Okay.
40 million. Box office though, I think people really enjoyed it. Give me 150 million box office. Is that like to date, or is that just opening weekend, or
It'll be to date. Yeah.
to date? Oh,
It won't. I don't think it'll count with the re-releases coming out
yeah.
now.
Okay.
Because they're putting it back
streaming and
out.
stuff, or on Mubi.
Yeah.
Mubi. Give me 40, 150.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even
And
know if
Ray?
those are good.
35 million for budget, box office 85 million.
Okay.
Yeah, I might have gone a little too high with 150.
All right.
I mean, it was. I feel like I heard a lot of people see this.
No,
in
it was good.
theaters,
It's
so,
good.
yeah,
You don't often see a horror break 100
yeah.
million.
Damn. Okay. Well, fuck my little balls. I guess. Yeah.
Well, the budget was $17 million.
Damn. Way less.
Yeah,
Okay.
which is
yeah.
impressive for the amount
I know.
of.
I was gonna say 25 mil, but I was just like, I feel like it's
I thought
a little
Demi Moore
higher.
was gonna command a little more. I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe, and Dennis Cocaine Quaid.
17
Yeah.
million's not bad at all.
Yeah, she loved this movie. She actually was like adamant about getting the part.
Oh,
Like,
lovely.
Yeah. So I think she might have done one of those.
Pay
You know,
cut.
like
a little bit less.
took a
Yeah,
little,
like a player goes to a championship team, a championship winner.
Yeah.
You know, they'll take a pay cut for the ring, baby.
She also might have taken some money on the back end. Who knows?
yeah,
You
some
know?
residuals.
Never know. Yeah.
I would love to know how residuals like fully work. That'd be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, with
I'm sure
film,
they
it's usually
negotiate it, right?
with film, it's usually just whatever percentage of whatever's made after budget.
Or like after they recoup the
Right,
budget,
right.
But I'm assuming how it's. I'd be curious to know how it's negotiated,
Yeah.
what the percentages look like.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I know like the actors from Friends get like 20 mil a year in residuals.
yeah,
or something,
that's
which is
crazy.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
dude.
syndication money, dog.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah.
And so that's 17 million. So Ray's got that.
Yeah.
And then the
He's gonna get this one too.
box
probably,
office is 76 million.
Damn, I was
Yeah.
so optimistic there because I got my pop culture brain on where I'm like, well, Wicked made like almost $1 billion, so it must have made at least 150.
Yeah, horror movies are hard to break 100 million. I think
Yeah.
was it Hereditary made like 92 million or something like that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
fucking
like-
sham.
It's a sham. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, it's too scary.
Yeah. It's too scary. Yeah. Just, Ray, you're calling them all pussies, I guess.
Yeah,
right?
basically.
You see how I kind of.
Yeah, there you go.
Really,
He's got in there. He's
I got real. I got real.
real.
No, but I got so quiet about it too. I was like, pussy. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. You fucking.
This is Get Out was like the only one I think we reviewed that like broke 100 mil like that. Because I'm trying to think which other one have we done that broke 100. Ouija? Oh,
Ouija,
that's right.
Damn.
Biggest piece of shit
Just
movie I've ever
fucking
seen.
garbage movie. I have kind of a rule where I tell them like, let's try not to get too negative about some of the more campy horror and stuff like that.
Sure.
But Ouija, we just immediately were like, oh, this is a cash grab.
Yeah. Oh, and The Purge.
Oh,
yeah, Purge. Yeah,
Purge is break 100 million too.
Hell yeah.
Which makes sense because Purge like that was like kind of a cultural icon too.
Right,
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
It was dope.
Okay, so let's do the Rotten Tomatoes scores.
Okay.
We'll get out of here. First up is the critic score.
Yeah.
And then the audience.
Give me 78% critic.
Okay.
Do you want me to also go audience right away?
Sure.
'Cause I'll go 86 audience. I do think the audience might have liked it more than critic. Well, shit. Because like some people were probably like, "Ew, gross! Look at that titty coming out of her eye, gross."
Yeah.
But no, I'm gonna.
It is a big gross out film.
Yeah, and body horror might be. No, you know what? Yeah, I said 76 and or 78 and
78 and 86.
78 and 81.
81.
I'm gonna say they're close.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go
Like 20,
77.
God damn
audience.
it! It's just Price is Right.
Price is Right.
Yeah, the Price is Right.
Yeah.
And then 92 critics.
Oh, 92 critics.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I
you
think
did the
critics
other way
liked it
around.
more.
Yeah.
always fucking flips it around on me.
Yeah, 92 critic and 77
92.
audience.
77 audience.
92 critics, 77 audience.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for it to be
Okay.
78 or 9 right in between us.
The critic score is 89%.
Whoa, let's go, Ray. Good job.
Hell yeah, baby.
Dropped by 3, yeah.
Oh, man. You almost flipped it, and you would have been so close.
What was it?
Audience score is 75%. That's a clean sweep for dude. He needed that. He's been tying him and Sean.
Ray's
have
life's been
tying,
going down the shitter. He needed that one. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Sean beat him in the year in total. So
Oh
he's,
fuck
he's
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's okay.
And
Yeah.
then Sean was mad. I gave him bonus points for guessing some other stuff right.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
no, he lost. I'm like, yeah, he lost both times.
Yeah. I've been too on the IMDb letterboxed train lately, so I've been pretty rotten on my Rotten Tomatoes, if you will. You know, yeah. My tomatoes be rotten.
What's the Rotten Tomato score?
That was what that was, right? What do you mean?
Just tomatoes?
Oh, it's
Just
fresh.
rotten or fresh?
It's certified
Oh, it's
fresh.
certified
fresh.
I think rotten is
There's no, like-
under 59% or something, or like 59 or under. I think 60% and plus is fresh. Yeah, because it just means like 60% of people think it's worth watching, and they sound like that too. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Nah.
I hate rating systems though. Like
Yeah.
we do
Yeah.
this, but I hate rating systems.
Well, even with this, I
just
mean-
think
Yeah.
as a point.
When you look at this, like there's 351 critics, that's crazy. Like
Yeah.
normally there's not that many critic scores,
Yeah.
and then the audience is only 1,000,
Oh, shit.
So,
There's
like-
only 1,000 audience scores,
which is
Yeah.
pretty like usually if it's that low, it's something that people just don't give a shit about if the audience is that low.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
but that's not the case with this. I think enough
Yeah.
people just have. I think it's
People
just
didn't
so
really enjoy
new.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's probably a good amount of people that I like. I've seen some. I have like a couple of friends who were like, I didn't really vibe with it. But also
Yeah.
maybe because it's just gross as fuck.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I
and
mean that's the thing. It's like it's one of those horror movies that it's like if you don't like horror,
Right.
like you're not gonna vibe
Yeah.
with it.
Well, this is the
You
problem.
gotta like really be into that type of
yeah,
stuff.
this is the thing we're running into with a lot of new horror, which is that more just standard audiences are going out to see these like newer, more like cleaned up,
Yeah.
like newer horror movies.
Sure.
And so
Like
when
Terrifier 3, yeah.
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 so when they're seeing things like maybe the end scene of this movie,
Yeah.
they check out because they're not horror fans, so they don't realize that like that is meaningful. Like they're not doing it just to do it.
Yeah.
We described what it is.
Yeah.
But if you're not a horror fan, then you go, oh, this is just violence for violence sake.
Yeah,
Oh, they're just
yeah.
trying to be campy or crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, you checked out because you stopped using your artsy brain
Yeah.
for a minute.
Yeah.
You got it when there was like these beautiful shots, but you
Yeah.
didn't get it when it wasn't something that you've been like kind of conditioned to think
Yeah,
is
totally.
art or whatever.
Totally.
Yeah, it's also horror so self-referential.
Right.
So it's like if you're not a big fan of horror, you might not get all the things that it's
Sure.
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. Yeah.
Like if you didn't see The Shining and you saw this,
Mhm.
you wouldn't get why people like these camera angles, or why
Right.
people like these hallways and stuff.
Yeah. Those long ass hallways. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The one where there's like, cool. There's like one photo or like one picture of Sue on the side.
Yeah, I love that scene where like Dennis Quaid is leaving and like he's like, all right, bye, and then like he's just like walking down the hallway forever.
He brings her all her shit. He's like, hey, where you been? She's like, get the fuck out.
I remember thinking as he's walking down that hallway, like no one can keep up that happy act that entire time. It was just so unnerving.
Yeah.
Well, I think we did it, boys.
Thank you guys. Yeah,
that was fun, man.
Me. God, go watch The Substance. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I'll say on Letterboxd. I gave it like like an 80%. You know,
straight
8 out of 10.
Straight fucking 10s.
Yeah, it's a 10
for you guys. Fuck yeah. No, I'm glad. I'm willing to kind of open my mind to I don't know, a higher rating as well. But yeah, at first I was like, God, this is so weird. But
2024 was a good year for horror, but like I think this movie took the cake as far as like good horror.
Yeah. Did you guys see Heretic, by the way?
No, not yet. But
He's been asking me, so this is gonna be the next. I think the next time we have you do a guest,
it's a little more of a pretty cut and dry horror movie for all intents and purposes, but it's very good and it's not what you expect for the most part.
Okay.
So yeah.
Do you want to do the honors? Since,
what do I do?
You're gonna throw the ball at the camera.
Oh, I throw the. Oh shit! Okay.
Try to get it to arch down onto it though, because it is Ben's, and we don't want to hit that lens.
Oh, I was gonna say.
It's an expensive
lens.
All right. Give it like a.
Goodbye, everybody.
A little free throw. That would be sick.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah. All right, everybody.
Okay, here we go.
Suck my little balls. This was the Reasonably Afraid podcast. Oh shit! All right. Well, all right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's try it with this. No.
I had one man getting bit by an alligator scream. Swallow this.